All right, hello, Love Tribe, and welcome back to the Abundant Insights YouTube channel. I'm Dil Divine, your friendly neighborhood career muse, oracle, and soul coach. And this Virgo season, this energy with this new moon recently has definitely been an invitation and a reminder of the importance to slow down and breathe. I have been feeling the mercurial energy because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and this mental vibe has really been significant communications coming in, communications going out, and there's nothing wrong. This is not a complaint. It is an observation though. And with all of this going on, so I am recording and uploading on a Wednesday. Of course, my intentions are for these messages to reach you in alignment with divine timing. So when it finds you, it finds you. Um, However, I felt guided today, particularly with Holy Raphael, wanting to come in and offer support for this reading. And so we're going to do Wellness Wednesday, which is essentially something I intended to do a long time ago when I started this YouTube channel. So we're going to bring it back. We're going to let this be a general collective reading focusing on themes of wellness, intentions and invitations for wellness in our life. So take it as it resonates, allow it to wash over you, and let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I've already done prayers, cleansing shuffles. I invite you to take a moment to take a breath, maybe connect with your divinity, your interpretation of the divine and source, that relationship, that good energy. And for those who do connect with Holiest Raphael or welcome that healer, that grand healer energy to come to and through, affirmation, breathe that in and out while visualizing a beautiful emerald green light washing over you, flowing to and through all of your cells, all in your DNA, across the body, mind, soul, emotion, and spirit, maybe even blessing up the device and the space around you, breath by breath, with intention and gratitude flowing through your heart. Holiest Raphael, what message do we have for the collective on this Wellness Wednesday? Through the angels and ancestors deck, how can we land and ground in this reading? What is the focus in this now? Please and thank you, please and thank you. Oh wow. Okay, they all like flew out a whole stack, so there's a storyline, and we will get tarot. Ooh, I'm loving this. Okay, getting goosebumps coming in. Red feels very strong and prominent as a color. Red, maybe even some root chakra related themes. Okay, thank you, Holiest Raphael. So a lot of times energetically when folks talk about the root chakra, we can talk about fear, stability, insecurity, security, sometimes financial insecurity and or resource scarcity, poverty, lacking food, lacking nutrition, the physical body as well. A lot of these themes related to the root chakra. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I know that was a broad spectrum. With Holy Raphael coming in as although I believe all angels have beautiful powers that can assist us and empower us and offer healing of sorts, Raphael is known as like the lead healing angel and the one to work with when you are really wanting miraculous healing and transformation, especially on the physical level, especially with your health, with your wellness in regard to, I want to say the physical form, but I don't want to limit us there. Okay? Like, I feel as though Holy Raphael is really wanting to name everything is connected. And while we can focus on physical impacts, physical symptoms, and things, and he's really good at assisting with that, so welcome that if it resonates with you. He doesn't want anybody who's watching this or receiving this to think that he's not also here to assist with the mental health and emotional health impacts. And a lot of this stuff is interconnected. I'm feeling guided to say, for anyone who may have been going through perhaps a certain bout or spell of lethargy, feeling particularly depleted, and it's you're noticing these physical symptoms. However, you're also witnessing how is it affecting your mood, how is it maybe affecting your mindset, dealing with brain fog, or a little bit of, for some, it may even be experiences of depression or anxiety that you're feeling both the mental, emotional plus physical. I'm feeling as though Holy Raphael is inviting you to call upon his intercession, leveraging the power of the fifth ray of healing, that emerald green light of healing and manifestation, to kind of come in and support you, especially with these root chakra related themes. That was a pure channeled message. Take it if it resonates. Even if you don't resonate with Raphael specifically, call upon your holiest team, your holiest divinity, your guardian angel, your holiest self, things of that nature. You are worthy of healing. You're worthy of the pause. You're worthy of this abundant, unlimited energy coming into your life through your focus and your intent to help uplift you and bring in more transformation with ease. The collective I'm dealing with right now, or those I'm channeling for here on this Wellness Wednesday, you are willing to, or maybe this is an invitation, but I feel as though if you're with me, you're already kind of willing. You're willing to allow, and you understand that energy is real. You believe in energy, you believe in the power of thought, you believe in the power of focus, and you believe that things can shift, and you believe in the power of will. It's not to say that you're reliant on that alone. It is not to say that you're operating in an action either when you receive maybe divine or guided opportunities to work with a certain healthcare provider. And I'm going to say that broadly. That could be any approach to healthcare, whether you're somebody who's going in with maybe the conventional medical industry versus working with holistic and homeopathic remedies and or practitioners. So this is very much a general reading. If you want something more specific, use the links down below. Go to abundantinsights.net to book a personal so we can kind of channel it for you in a more particular fashion. But this is about, there's this energy of do what you need to do to invest in your care and listen more to what you need and what your body needs to feel safe, secure, and well. Okay. Raphael says that part is complete. Let's get into these oracle cards. So they kind of came out in a stack of four, kind of like a storyline. So at the top, we have the Fire Guardian with Ignite Your Passions. We have the Drum with Dream and Journey. We have Summer with Bask in Joy and Light. And then we have the Heart Guardian, Love and Let Yourself Be Loved, getting very much Magdalena energy is heavy off of this. So for anybody who identifies with Holy as Magdalena, Mary Magdalene, this is a special affirmation and confirmation for you, as well as anybody who's been doing heart opening, leaning into heart opening practices, allowing and calling in more love and allowing yourself to engage more in the giving and receiving of love, especially unconditional. These are some affirmations and confirmations. I feel like this does not, thank you, Spirit. They're kind of saying this is a very, very simple. They want to be like, this is very simple. It's not meant to be. Now I'm hearing that recent song by what do you call it, Lemon, and even though I don't have it memorized, but the title, it's not that deep. Um, yeah, it's not that deep. For some, okay, this is an invitation, especially because Raphael was really wanting us to ground in. That was guiding the purpose of this reading, bringing me back to the theme of Wellness Wednesday. Breathe, ground, slow down. Spirit is saying it's not that deep. The energy right now, especially with this mercurial vibe, this Virgo season, thoughts, communications can move very quickly or be coming in. And I'm feeling as though if we're not careful, we can get caught up in a tizzy. We can get caught up in a twister. For some, it could get stormy if emotions and heavy emotions get added. But for some, it's just a twister where it's like if we're just picturing pure mental energy. Now, I know Virgo is an earth element, yet Mercury is I often think about like really associated with the air and with thoughts is associated with the air element. So there's an interplay of elements here. And I'm feeling as though it's the invitation where the air energy like downloads, thoughts, ideas, communication streams are all kind of coming in pretty strong right now. And the Virgo invitation of this moment is to ground and sort these streams of thought and consciousness and apply them in efficient and more organized ways. It's about funneling and sorting. It's not about demonizing the energy and the fact that we're receiving in this funnel. If we're thinking about our crown with an open funnel right now, is what I'm getting, and all these thought forms are seeking to come in. It's through our own practices, our own boundaries, our own borders and practices, if you will, pardon me. That's what can control the flow as far as us, how much we let it in, what we allow in, what we allow to activate us versus not. Spirit is acknowledging there's a lot of energy right now. You may feel like, for those of y'all who have to-do lists or task lists or intentions lists, you may feel like either there's a lot of things on that list or there's a lot of things floating around that you feel you're going to put on that list. You want to put on that list. For some of you, be careful if you are putting a should on yourself. Be careful not to should on yourself for others right now, because I am getting this vibe of, oh, I should be doing that. I should be doing this. I should have that on my list. And Spirit is saying, like, relax. It's not that deep. That's that lemon energy. I'm looking at this summer card and I'm getting like, drink some lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too caught up in the sourness and the bitterness. Like, drink some lemonade, have a good time. It's still summertime. We don't have to rush. Thank you, Spirit. We don't have to rush into harvest season. We don't have to rush into the autumn, at least for those of y'all who are in the northern hemisphere. With this analogy of seasons right now. It's like we don't have to rush ahead into the next season. We don't have to force the fit. Spirit is saying right now, this is about a time of point blank period. Do what you love to do. Do what lights you up. Do what you dream of. Do what gives you love, life, and joy. Like, follow your passions. With this dream and journey and the bask in joy and light, like all of this for me, I'm really getting do what you love to do. Do what is calling out to you. Honor your passions. Show up for your passions. Follow healthily. Follow the impulses to do that. Now, I'm not saying reckless abandon. I feel as though we're being guided more into the fire element. I just saw 12:12 on the timer. That feels very significant. I've been getting 12:12 a lot lately. So this is a confirmation if you've been getting 12:12. Follow your passions, follow your heat, follow your fire, go in the direction of your dreams and bask in them. There is a risk right now where if we stay too much in that airy mercurial energy, we could risk getting stuck in analysis paralysis, prolonged and unnecessary stagnation, and or operating too much / exclusively on the mental plane or mental level, and thus not dropping down into the heart of things, the heart of the matter, really honoring how we feel and what our soul is guiding us to do and what our soul feels and knows is best. It is important to allow the heart and the soul to be fully online at this time and moving forward with what you're doing, what you're being guided to do, what you may feel. We're going to get some tarot. Spirit's guiding into the tarot. Please and thank you. Yes. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. And when you feel like it's that deep, and this is not to diminish anything that anyone is going through. No, this is spirit guides, and especially Raphael really wanting to come in and slow us down. Slow us down for the moment for breathing, not just slow us down in life. I'm talking about to slow us down in these moments where that mercurial energy is doing a lot and maybe the stream is coming in quick. It's like, it may feel for some, because this is a changing of our program. For some, it may feel counterproductive to slow down and breathe while the stream is coming in hot, while the ideas are coming in. The Spirit is saying the best thing we can do is to breathe and ground and reflect and to take and to allow, thank you, and to allow these airy, I'm going to say transmissions broadly, coming in to filter through them, combine them with our passions, with our truer feelings and callings, and to act upon them. For some, this is about execution, about implementation. from a place of inspired brilliance, ignited joy and passion, illuminated love, an interplay between brilliance and pleasure, brilliance and satisfaction. It's like leveraging the best of this airy material energy, your brilliance, your sharp mind, while allowing for the artistry and the creativity and the love to go with it. It's like it's really embracing, like, I'm getting a sense of King of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, balancing out counterparts, also with King and Queens of Wands in there. Really all of the archetypes, but especially leading with air and water synergy and fusion. Yeah. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. We get some tarot to bring these messages down to earth. And I'm also being guided to take my time and to breathe and not, rush or force this reading, because the mercurial energy so much really is swimming and floating. And it's about understanding that just because the air element may be moving, or we perceive it to be moving quick, doesn't mean that we have to unnecessarily dial up our speed or misperceive the element being the element to trigger urgency and panic in us or worry. No, not at all. The wind is going to wind. It's not that deep. Like, the wind is going to wind. The wind is going to be there. When the winds of change come in, sometimes they're gentle breezes, sometimes they're a bit of a gust of air, but it doesn't always mean that have to get we have to just allow ourselves to be caught up in the gust and allow ourselves to be knocked over and bowled over. Maybe it's about getting to a stable place and moment and hunkering down and listening to what the winds are seeking to tell us. What are the messages and the songs they're carrying? Maybe before, it's not about just going and getting caught up in the dust and the current. Maybe it's about pausing and listening and grounding and receiving the messages, receiving the transmissions, and being like, okay, so this is where the winds of change are flowing. Let me listen to the messages and the data that's coming along with it. Like, I feel the flow, but also let me listen and take stock and be like, okay, wait a minute. Now that I'm receiving these transmissions, what is the way that I can go in the direction that I'm being guided to go in without being knocked over and also not being overly resistant? It's about almost like moving forward optimally, journeying optimally, so that even if you're going with a current of wind, but maybe there's some pressure or there's some force with it in the moment. Maybe it's about hunkering down for the day and then going out on the journey or starting the task like the next day. Maybe it's about going with the current of wind, but wearing or bringing the right equipment so that when there's turbulence, like even on a plane, right? Like, sometimes there's turbulence. Yes, thank you, Holy Spirit. Sometimes in the direction of our dreams, where we're going, and our journeys, travel may be significant for some of y'all right now, where we're being guided to travel. There may be some turbulence along the way. I almost said along the way. Ooh, that's the thing. Goosebumps coming in strong. Be very careful right now about your mind and your mindset, and understanding that if there's some turbulence on your journey, it doesn't inherently mean you're going to the wrong place. It doesn't mean that you've made the wrong decision. It doesn't mean you've made the wrong move, right? Because how many times, for those of y'all who have traveled on a plane, like, maybe there's been a weeble wobble moment, and I don't wish that on anybody, not to scare anyone, but sometimes there is a little bit, but the pilot, they stay the course. Maybe they adjust the course slightly to avoid more stormy weather because they've paid attention with discernment and they've seen, okay, where are the big gusts and the storm clouds going versus where's an alternative route? Where's a more aligned pathway that I can take to the destination? And maybe sometimes it's a pathway that opens up and illuminates where you can move a little bit faster or get to the destination faster. Sometimes it's a little bit slower, but that's the right move to make for the journey, for the safety. So once again, this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Book a personal if you want to get more into your specific tea. But what I am getting to, and what I'm getting with this, and I love this and I feel comforted by this revelation, is Spirit is saying turbulence. Turbulence is only a deterrent if you allow it to be. Deterrence is only something, Turbulence is only something to fear if you're not accepting that it can be a part of the journey. And for those of you all here on this Wellness Wednesday, whenever this message is really finding you, whenever you're getting this transmission, Spirit is saying there may be some weeble wobble moments. Hunker down and reconnect with your faith, reconnect with your energy, reconnect with the breath, reconnect with your passions and your truth, reconnect with your dreams, reconnect with your joy and your light, reconnect with your love, reconnect with that inner truth. And then from there, see, okay, what's real versus not. Because sometimes turbulence comes along from forces to see, are we going to stay committed? Are we going to stay the course? Are we going to choose to follow our faith, or are we going to give into fear? Or even if we're not giving into fear, are we going to let inconvenience be an excuse to not move forward or to give up? Because sometimes it's not even about fear, it's about inconvenience for some. Okay, so that's an affirmation and confirmation. Let's get some tarot. They're bringing it down to earth. We're moving forward. We're picking it up. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm going to take this and I'm taking it upright. It was showing itself when I was cutting the deck earlier. Yes! Ace of Cups followed by the star popping out and flipping over. Healing coming in. Blessings coming in. Dreams coming true. Emotional fulfillment and wishes coming true. I'm going to get more tarot, but I'm going to pause here because the Ace of Cups is technically underneath the Fire Guardian with the Ignite the Passion. And then the drum is above the star card for me, primarily, at least in this now moment. So drum and star, dreams and journeys, following your North Star, following your dreams, going where your soul is calling you. Hold on one second. Okay, pardon that little interruption, but that was a very worthwhile one to kind of like take into account. So for some of y'all, like things are really coming in, and you may be getting important messages, important calls, especially because Spirit was emphasizing this to me as well and passing it on with these communications coming in is take moments to ground and land as best as confirmation, excuse me, center your vibration. Pay attention to your messages coming in, and respond. Be on top of your various like social media profiles and outlets of communication. This is really for people who are open to receiving opportunities. This is for people who are open to making moves in the direction of your dreams, your goals, and passions, where you're being called to show up, where you're being called to serve. We left off with the Ace of Cups and the Star, and those were the only tarot cards I pulled out, essentially about dreams coming true, going in the direction of your North Star. Follow where you're guided. If you ignite your passions, the Fire Guardian, you are going to receive this emotional fulfillment. The Holy Spirit is bringing a cup and an offer, like right in, swooping in. This is going to be like, this is awesome. I even love how on this card, you know what, they have me read it, security and helping hand. And remember how we talk about root chakra stuff at the beginning of this reading and wanting to restore a sense of security and from a very like healthy and vibrant place? Spirit's got you. The angels have got you. Holiest Raphael is here. Let's get a little bit more tarot, please, and thank you. I'm going to take that. Knight of Swords. Okay, more messages and communications coming in quick. Stuff coming in fast. It's getting really, really good right now. It's getting really, really good right now. Thank you, last one. I forgot. Six of Wands with the victory. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Cups, and around the corner is the Hierophant. Oh my goddess, yes. We legit have a victory card in here. And I've been getting a lot of victory for people I've been reading for, personal readings and collective. I mean, wishes coming true, healing coming in, emotional fulfillment. And for those who are also needing and wanting divine healing, confirm, 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 confirmation, victory, success, riding high, moving onward and upward and forward. And it's coming in with the quickness in between. Like I said, the stuff is coming in. So I love it. Even with the bottom of the deck, this Three of Cups energy, I'm feeling this is the celebration. This is the invitation. Keep your spirits high. Keep your vibration high. Even spirit guided me to do yoga earlier today. Normally I do yoga more nighttime, preferably, but today I felt inspired that I needed to ground and I wanted to ground, so I moved through a practice and one of the videos was Adrian's yoga with Adrian, like celebration was the theme. And so I am feeling this energy of celebration, being celebratory, being joyful. This is about not only our gratitude practices, where we count and name our blessings. This is like really feel lifted, feel uplifted. This is a really good time, honestly, and I know it's easier said than done. As best as you can, clock your mood, clock your vibration, and choose joy, choose play, choose pleasure, choose lightness and lightheartedness. It's not that deep. It's coming through again. It's not that deep. We just keep coming back to limit. It's not that deep. And that's not to say your life isn't serious. That's not to say your soul mission or purpose is any less real, or having depth. No, what I'm saying is like, resist getting caught in like, remember how I said it could be a twister of energy or it could be a storm? It's like spirit saying resist the twister of that energy pulling you into a storm that does not serve, into emotional turmoil and stress and strife that you really don't need and isn't necessary right now. Some of it, for some, yes, you may be navigating through it, but it's to be released. Like spirit is saying, the healing is here, the support is here, the wish fulfillment, the dreams coming true, the victory, the success. For some of y'all also, it's like with this Hierophant around the corner. I feel like I'm feeling in this now moment, this is about you upgrading in your rank, upgrading in your authority, upgrading in your commitment to self, your soul, your path, and owning it, embodying it, being it. You're standing in your virtue, you're standing in your righteousness, and this isn't in like some judgy, rude way to anybody else. Like none of that. No, no, no. It's like you're standing in your power. Like you're moving forward into victory, and then also sometimes this can represent like formal institutions, whether church and or state. And I'm feeling for some this victory, this leveling up, this fulfillment, I feel as though it is coming. Yes, I was talking about like rank and status. It's like there may be some external validation or affirmation confirmation with this. Not saying you need it, not putting you in codependencia, no. But it's like, oh, you're going to be recognized. Like rewards and recognition. Rewards and recognition beyond just your holy, like your heavenly father, heavenly mother, heavenly divine and spirit guides. Like, no, like recognition by other beings on this earth and beings of a relevant status and position, relevant to whatever this area in which you're uplifting and or relevant to the area in which this upgraded, up-leveled version of you is now entering and or navigating, and you're going to be performing from this new version of you, and like having them around, there's relevance there. I'm getting relevance, I'm getting rank, I'm getting station, I'm getting layers and levels of this. Not negative like hierarchy crap. Like not all hierarchy is inherently negative, right? It often has been in systems of capitalism due to oppression and like scarcity models. But having like differentiation and certain hierarchies of order in a system in and of itself does not have to automatically mean oppressive or bad. Okay? So Spirit wanted me to say that. And I will say, lastly, because it's not the dominant theme that's coming through for this reading, the Airfant card can be associated, excuse me, with union and coming together. So for some, this also could mean moving forward towards an official union and commitment. For some, it could be engagement. For some, it could be marriage. For some, it could be choosing to exchange title and registration, as I like to call it, where you have the conversation. It's like, okay, what are we? And here's what we're choosing to be. Here's our terms. Here's our agreements. We're in it together. Like establishing some form of partnership, taking the language in terms that resonate and are relevant to you. I do feel like that can unfold here, especially with these dreams and wish fulfillment and emotional fulfillment being offered, victory and success, celebrating together. Okay, before we wrap it up, I do feel as though I want to receive which oracle? Let's go with the Ascended Masters because they were really here from the beginning, wanting to be present as well. Please help us seal in this Wellness Wednesday, and Holy Raphael still with us, helping to encourage the collective, the Love Tribe House, to seal in, embrace this victory, this success, operating from a place of wellness, allowing the wellness in. Any clarification with the support to the transmission and wisdom that comes through here in this now, please, in the spirit. Joy and celebration and play is really, really huge right now. Wow, we had 3 coming through. We have freedom with Hina, spiritual law of attraction with Melchizedek, and find the blessings in your current situation with Krishna, Apollo at the bottom of the deck with focus upon your strength. Really feeling this Apollo energy and Chariot bringing me back to the 6 of Wands victory coming through here. So focusing upon your strength, like with your authority, that new layer and level you've reached. Like, I keep coming to this level up vibe. You've leveled up, baby. Like, this is an affirmation confirmation. You are the new version of you. You are on the new timeline. You have arrived. Obviously, there's not one static destination in life. I do believe there are destinations, plural, and some are more significant maybe than others. Some are more benchmarks or key moments. And I feel like you've arrived, at the key moment, at the benchmark, at the new layer and level. Continue moving forward and beaming and sharing your light. For those of you who are artists, poets, creatives, muses, this is definitely an affirmation and confirmation for us to keep sharing with Apollo at the bottom of the deck. With these 3 coming out, once again, with Hina right out the gate, this is the affirmation confirmation. Yes, you're on the new level and you're freer. You've freed yourself. You've broken free of paradigms, thought forms, just so 1010 on the timer. You've broken free of burdens, thought forms, paradigms, obsolescence, things that no longer resonate, that do not serve you, that were holding you back or keeping you more heavy or more stuck. For some, if you're not fully feeling it now, I am called because I'm recording just a couple days after a new moon. This is a timeless reading, take what resonates. For some of you, the full moon around the time that you're receiving this reading may be significant in feeling the next layer and level of your freedom being actualized, being manifested, being materialized. So if this reading finds you in a moment where maybe like some of this you're feeling, but it hasn't fully played out or clicked, Hina is here to say, like, let this moon cycle be relevant and follow your guidance, of course, all the time. Really see how the moon cycle may be playing into this and what this next full moon for you could represent, and clock how your new moon intentions could align with that. There's some moon, basically there's moon energy here available for those of you who work with the moon, lunar energy. There we go. That's so funny. Get a little crazy, get a little silly too. Spiritual law of attraction, Melchizedek. Mind your energy. You are the alchemist. Period. For some of you who have been reading Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist, this is an affirmation confirmation. That energy is coming through. You are on your sacred journey. You are in pursuit of your personal legend. You are on it. You are doing it. You have arrived. You've leveled up. You're the new you. Slay on and continue to focus upon that which serves you. For some of you, and I've been getting it a lot lately as well, lightning in your area and lightning strikes may be strong synchronicities, affirmations, and confirmations for you, or lightning energy, lightning signs, lightning symbolism, Hera and Zeus for some more specifically as well. Melchizedek being a synchronicity as well. Continue to alchemize and transmute energy. Like with this layer and level that you've arrived at, Spirit is saying it's like, in a loving way, sometimes I say, wake up, Pearl, quoting RuPaul. It's like, clock where you're at. You are somewhere, you have leveled up. You have acquired and you have applied amazing skills to get you where you're at right now and how you're feeling so good and so much better. So continue with that. Continue going with that. And continue focus upon what serves you. And for those of y'all who, whatever your faith may be, it is like, remember, faith can move mountains. Faith can move mountains. Faith can overcome mountains. Faith helps go the distance. Stay in your faith and remember that you have the magic and you are connected with the source and the magic that literally moves and builds the mountains. You are not limited. You're free to overcome and move past, as well as free to manifest and call in that which does serve you, that does delight you, that does elate you, that is in alignment with your soul purpose. With Krishna playing the music, the flute on top of the water, with the message of the gratitude coming in, I channeled that earlier. It's not only about gratitude practices of counting our blessings, it's about enjoying and celebrating life, having fun, playing, dancing, singing. Music is very, very, very relevant, especially with Apollo also here, like Krishna and Apollo coming together. The music could be significant. Mantras may be very resonant with y'all, especially now mantras that are more dancey, if you will. Um, for some of y'all, I'm hearing like not just the phrase like laugh your way to the bank, but it's like dance your way to the bank. It's like, okay, I think I got this message for either in a general collective reading I did locally before or for a personal client, and it's coming through in this now very strong. And Spirit is saying it's like, joy and play needs to be an ongoing a part of your life, because also when you're in that vibration, the way it opens your heart and illuminates you and makes you more attractive and magnetic, there's something about being in that vibration more often and more dominantly that is legit making your magnet more active and your attractive powers more active and more on point and more present, so that the right people and the right opportunities can find you sooner and faster and through the noise. Remember how I said there was like the twister of this energy and these mercurial currents going on? So there's a lot of travel. There's a lot of things traveling through the ethers right now. Okay? And our guides are here supporting us as air traffic controllers as best as we can, and it's our best to, be, I want to say, compliant and cooperative with them and their processes. I'm just checking the battery. And with that being said, all these things traveling, coming through, Spirit is like, essentially, you being a bright light, like doing things that light you up, it will make it easier for the planes, the communications, the packages, the deliveries, like whatever is seeking to find you, it'll make it easier to find you in the signal, so that even if there's any twisters and or storms along the way, your stronger signal, your stronger beacon of light, even if we're going to use a ship on water, you being a lighthouse will help your modes of transportation, your offers, your opportunities, your blessings, your ships, your planes coming in, your victory coming in. It's going to get to you faster. So I'm not saying, just party all the time or play all the time. Like, follow your own unique harmony and balance. What I'm saying is the resist the temptation to be a workaholic or a perfectionist in this now, where you're kind of like trying to do and make all these things happen, versus working up to a certain point, taking aligned and inspired action up to the point that you can conceive of, and then taking a break, and then also going out with the friends, playing a game, being in community, going out dancing, or staying in dancing, staying in singing, staying in playing, whatever it may be. Joy is huge right now. Yes, exactly. Thank you. They brought me back to with the B, bask in joy and light. Like, this is not a time to just be all work and no play. This is not a time to be just super dull. This is not a time to be a workaholic. Like, resist all of that. You can be grounded, and yes, you can apply discipline in your life to move forward with your task. But you're at a layer and level of mastery where, I say this in a loving way, less and less excuses for not showing up for yourself in the areas of life that you actually want to be good. It's like, you want it to be good, you want it to feel good, show up, do something, take the time. And for some, doing something can also involve doing nothing and creating and honoring the time to do nothing and to still and slow the mind and to breathe and connect with your spirit guides. That is also still, that intentional doing nothing contributes to the overall of doing something good for you and for yourself, and also showing up and creating and living a reality, living on a timeline that does not have you overworking or always doing something from an anxious place, from a forcing the manifestation place, from not giving the universe time to deliver the blessings. There are times to take actions, there are times to make moves, and we have free will and independence and resources, and we can go out in the world and apply it. Yes, like use your resources. At the same token, relax, be silly, let go, do something for the sake of it, for the fun of it. Be around people for the joy of it, where you're not thinking about the phone, checking all the messages, checking all the correspondence. Because guess what? It's like in those moments, in those breaks and fun pauses, you're gonna go away, and next thing you know, you're gonna come back, or you're gonna wake up the next day, and you're gonna get certain phone calls. You're gonna get certain messages with opportunities. People are gonna be seeking you. People are gonna be booking you. People may even be handling bookings for you and doing all the middle stuff. So all you have to do is know when and where to show up and show out and deliver. You don't have to prove anything. You're just gonna do it, and you're gonna slay it. So I want to share that, and I want to honor that. This is about being excited. The mercurial energy, if we are not careful, we can get lost in the seriousness. Remember that Mercury, Hermes, Thoth, Tahuti are also very playful energies. They could be trickster energies too. But the trickster stuff is to kind of see how are we going to respond to stuff, and are we going to respond in ways that serve us, or are we going to give into a pattern, a behavior, or inner saboteur line from the past that doesn't. And then when it happens, either way, analyze it, integrate, and pivot in ways that serve, or continue doing what served if that's what's going on. All right? I feel complete here. I don't want to drag this out. Let me know if this is resonating with you down below. Thank you again so much for bearing with me. And of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want a personal, go to abundantinsights.net, book a personal reading. You can get a mini reading if you want like a quick question, or if you want to go in depth, which I recommend. We can be on the line together for an hour, live call, back and forth reading just like this with interactions. And I'd be honored to work with you and help you, so long as your request is ethical and in alignment with universal law. All right. Thank you all so much, love and love tribe. I'll be back next week with some more readings. And comment down below if you are also feeling like you want a Virgo season. I'm thinking of doing a pick a pile again, like bringing back timeless pathways. So comment down below if you'd be interested in a pick a card, pick a pile reading. Um, 'Cause I'm feeling guided to bring that back, but I want to see with the collective and the love tribe thus far, like who's down for the ride, who's into it. All right. Sending you love, hugs, and gratitude, and I'll be back soon.